Hi, welcome to Blockchain Life in 5 minutes. My name is Kary Oberbrunner, CEO of Blockchain Life and co-author of the new book. Now, let's get into today's episode. Have you ever heard a young kid say, mine? Probably, right? I have 3 kids and they're much older, but even as teenagers, they still say today, that's mine. You can't wear that. I have 2 daughters and 1 son, and right now the daughters are basically claiming ownership over different outfits. The point is this: human nature, we've always said on the topic of assets, we've always said, look, this is where my boundary ends, this is where yours begins. Back when we lived in a very much of a physical property economy. Today we live in a intellectual property, and many times you see corporations saying, look, this is my IP, that's yours, you can't copy, you can't steal, we own the patent, or we have rights over that IP. The point is this: we've always been a society that's been very passionate about assets. And in Web 1, basically you had different types of assets, and those assets were often physical, okay? So I'm talking about like physical objects, my asset, right? And you see this back in the first version of the internet, where it's like, hey, listen, that's my car, that's my house, that's my shoe. It's very much a physical world. Then we move into Web 2, where now all of a sudden we begin to say, look, digital is kind of the new assets, where you began to say, look, data is something that the other person should own. And when big tech infringed upon that without permission in many cases, you began to see this violation happen. But digital rights, where listen, if you go into this concert, if you go into this seminar, you're going to be recorded, and by going into that space, you're giving away your right for your image and likeness to be used on the internet. Like, you started to see this, right? Or terms of agreement. If you use this this platform, your assets are now up for grabs. So we began to see this shift where we went from physical assets to digital assets. Well, now in Web 3, you even go further. And with Web 3, it's not just the digital assets, it's the non-fungible token, the NFT. And I know with NFTs, a lot of people's eyes glaze over and they begin to say, what in the heck? Think about this. An NFT is just a digital asset that's protected and proven because of blockchain technology. Let me say that again. An NFT is a digital asset that is proven, right, and protected, and even oftentimes produced because of blockchain technology. What it's basically saying is that we can track the ownership back. I mean, think about it. Back in the day, you would have a picture and you would email that thing, and that thing could be emailed 1,000,000 times over, and you could not track back the ownership easily to say who actually sent the first one, who owns that image, who owns that file, who owns that PDF. And as a result, the value would diminish. Why? Because there was no scarcity. With non-fungible tokens, you can actually track back and say, look, it's called in the art world provenance. So it says who owns the original. Let's track back who owns that. Raphael, Da Vinci, Leonardo da Vinci. You get my point. Michelangelo. The point is this: like, you could track back provenance, and because of that, it would rise in value. Like, hey, I own this, but so did Oprah or Tom Brady of our day. Okay. The point is this: that now you can actually, with non-fungible tokens, it means that it's essentially a one of one. And as a result, it now gives you access. And it's not just art. Like, anything that's digital could theoretically become a non-fungible token. And so you see it's paving the way for some major opportunity in this new Web3 world. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of The Blockchain Life in 5 Minutes. If you would like, secure your copy of the book, available wherever books are sold. In addition to that, check out the VIP launch team. It's absolutely free and includes all kinds of awesome bonuses related to blockchain. You can find out more information at theblockchainlife.io/team. See you in the next episode.